Someone, guys. So I was sent a link to an interview was it an interview or conversation about Andile Ncube and Faith Mangope on Metro FM. And they were talking about the past. They were talking about in relationships, disclosing and opening up. And it's so crazy because I'm not going to say who sent it to me, but like this is something that I've been speaking about forever. That's why they sent it to me, and it's something that me and him have debated so much. We've debated it on podcasts, we've debated it beyond. And it's something that I've stood on. I've never changed. And I said, disclosing your past is probably the most important thing at the inception of the relationship. At the beginning of the relationship, it's the most important thing. And I'm listening to Andy and he's breaking it down. And then he was saying, Witty, like, if you've got HIV, you need to disclose to your potential future partner. If you've got this, you need to disclose. If you are a prostitute, you need to disclose. And the conversation keeps going on in that direction. And he then asks a very pertinent question around, Witty, how much should you disclose and what is significant? And what you faith? Hey, you disclose everything. Guys, I've been saying this. The problem with people in this world is that they want their bread buttered on both sides. So in your early 20s, you hold around. You did all of this. You did all the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then all of a sudden, when you get into a relationship, you don't want that part of you being disclosed. Oh, it's my past. What does it matter? Of course it matters. It will affect me in a type of way. It will always affect me in a type of way. I can't then go and say, well, in my past relationship, I had 3 kids. And then when I go into my new relationship, I don't disclose that. And I was like, no, but they stay with their mom, doesn't affect you. How do you know that 3 years down the line, they won't come and live with you? How do you know that it won't affect us from a financial point where now your lion's share of your salary has to go to them, and then as a result, we now need to live in Queen? How do you not know it will affect us? Can you know the future? You might as well tell me my number, Lord. How will that affect me? And I'm reading the comments where sisters are saying, and it's just sisters, but Nina, I am sure sis. Yes, guys lie. Of course, guys lie. Oh, Jesus, guys lie. But again, also basically they validate and they say, oh, it's going to be used against you. Guys, if you made bad financial decisions in your early 20s and you got a lot of debt, and then you come in a relationship with me and you now pretend like that debt doesn't exist, and then it starts affecting our relationship. The next time you think that, hey, let me just go buy this new handbag, I will bring up the fact that you made bad financial decisions that are affecting us now. So I will say, no, you can't buy that because you make bad. Oh, you're using the stuff I told you against me. I'm reminding you because clearly your brain is slow. If you make decisions then, if you drank yourself into a stupor and you got into a coma all the time then, and then you come back here and now I'm like, hey, bab coma. Don't use it against me. All right, then if I can't remind you about the bad decisions that you've done and seemingly are trying to do in this life, leave. The problem with relationships and the problem with the lies in relationships is that people, again, want their bread buttered. So you won't tell me this because you want to be with me based on lies. You want to be with me based on your conditions. You're not going to fully disclose. You're not going to fully disclose so that hopefully I fall in love with this creation. I fall in love with this person that you've presented who may not be true. I fall in love with this person who's got the fake eyelashes and the fake complexion because of fuggy foundation. The person's got the fake hair. The person's got the fake cleavage and the titties because you under bra. The person has got the fake waist because you got a waist trainer. You're just presenting fakeness, and even when I ask you about your life, you omitting and not telling me certain truths so that I have this package that is not real. And then I must fall in love with this package. And then by the time I find out that you have a child there, or that you messed around 2 years ago with my brother, like all those type of things that you were meant to disclose because I'm dating you, all of a sudden, guys, nah. If you ask me, and when I go into a dating situation, I fully disclose. I will disclose everything. I will disclose the smallest things because what I've learned in life is that things that may be insignificant to me, little anthills to me, to you might be Mount Everest. Things that might be insignificant to you, to me, may be huge. huge to me, you know. So again, I don't know. So I try and share everything because I'm trying to build with this person. I'm trying to say, okay, let's go. If you're my partner, you need to know. If I'm starting a business with someone and they are in bad financial situations, I want to know that. If my business partner is going through a fight with their partner, with their husband or their wife, I want to know those things because I want to know, should there be a divorce? Should you divorce? That means your wife now owns half of your portion of this company. I need to know that. It's very important. But for you to say, no, what's happening in my household has nothing to do with you. No, it will ultimately affect me. It will ultimately affect me. If you have a child that you didn't disclose, it will affect me. If you have an STI, if you have it will affect me. If you used to be a village bicycle and I go back to your home and I'm start saying, hey, in fact, it's your turn now. That's going to affect me as a man with my ego. I'm only human. I'm only human. Now you're putting me in spaces. I'm going back to your house. I'm sitting with Amachita, this guy smashed, that guy smashed, that guy smashed. You've put me in a position where I'm seen as the loser amongst men. And if something's very, very important, as men, is the hierarchy. We believe in that. Our ego, our pride is based on the fact that this dominance hierarchy. So when you're putting me in positions of failure, why? Why would you do that? I don't get that. Guys, you have to fully disclose in your relationship. Give the other person the power of making a decision. Me, now, when I go and I see a sister, I say, hey, you see this car? This car has been in 4 car accidents. This car has had 9 previous owners. This car has a mileage of 300,000. This car does not have a spare wheel. This car does not have a spare key. This car I disclose everything. And then I say, this car is worth 100,000 rand. Then she has the option of saying, oh, I see all these things that you tell me about. Okay, all right. Spare wheel, we can actually get another spare wheel. Spare key. Okay, I wonder how much that would cost. I'll get a quote. Okay, all right. Okay. Actually, let me not buy this car in order to be my main car. Are you okay if you are my side car that I drive every weekend? And then I didn't say, no, actually, it's cool. I don't want to be a sidecar. I want to be a main car. Oh, okay, then it's fine. Then let's not be in a relationship. I go to another sister. That sister's like, oh my God, you are actually the dream car that I've been waiting for. Yes, you're a working project. Yes, you don't have this. Yes, you're this. I'm happy to be. That's what it is. The thing is that abantu bafuna trap abantu ngamanga. Therefore, you want to catch him with something that is not you. You want to catch her with something that is not you. So you're going to lie. You're trying to catch it's clear that you are not dating in your lane. Because if this person is in your lane and you come and you give them all your shit, if this person is your person, this person will love you and in a relationship despite of all of that. That's just a fact. It's a fact. If my partner is going to be my partner, I tell her I've got 3 kids. If she is meant to be my partner, she'll say, nah, dog, you don't have 3 kids. Now we have 3 kids. Let's see how we can build. That's just what it is. But for me to lie, that means that I'm trying to attract a person that doesn't want kids. Meanwhile, I'm not that person. I'm trying to attract a person who wants a virgin. Meanwhile, I'm not that person. I'm not. So I need to be honest. But in a manga, and you guys manipulate and you omit. Oh my God, omission. Oh, but you didn't ask. You know full well that you are meant to disclose that you've been with 3 of my friends. You know full well that you needed to disclose that because this is the first initial meeting. It's the first initial meeting. All of a sudden, oh, but you didn't ask. But you knew you were meant to say that. I can't sit in a date situation and tell there's the big things in my mind, there's the medium things, there's the small things. I am forthcoming with information. I don't have to wait for you to ask. I know what is pertinent to relationships and building relationships of honesty, layered in strong foundations. I know what it is. So things like body count, that's foundational. Oh, I don't want to know. I've only been at 5 guys. Oh, because these are we met in your brother, your cousin, your other cousin, your best friend. Now all of a sudden that 5 is seeming different to 5. All of a sudden, that 5 is very, very different. It's very different. Who? Because I met you at work. So when you say you're five, five is not too bad. Okay, five is great. Okay, sharp. Okay, who are these five? The boss, the deputy boss, the deputy boss, our line manager, and your colleague. Now all of a sudden at work, it's awkward. It's hella awkward now. Yeah, one of the things I'm okay. And people say, how does it affect you? It will affect you. The lies will come out. You can lie to me now. I will find out that when my kids are 25 and I need to get an extra lamb or whatever, and I go to black, and then I find out that they're not mine. And at that time, the popas will dance. At that time, there's no backseas. There's no, I didn't know. At that time, we watch our judge make this no ban where people are being caught for their lies. Guys, be honest. If this is your person, they will be your person. Oh, they're not going to weaponize it. Then find a way to fix it. If you fully disclose, you say, baby, I'm fully disclosing, I'm opening. I know you didn't ask me this, but I'm opening, I'm sharing this. And I want us to process this. I want us to process this, my bad debt. How can we process it? I made debt for this. Okay, sharp. Now that we process it, how can we fix it? Okay, let's open an account. Okay, now how can we heal from it? How can we heal from this thing? And then once you guys are fully healed, the reason why she always brings it back up, the reason why he always brings it back up, because people have not healed. And on top of that, you might be fucking making the same mistakes all the time. So how can they heal if you're still poking on that sore? How? You used to mess around with all these fucking baddies around here, and then now she must heal and not bring it up, but you still go to the same places to drink with the same baddies and spend money that you guys don't have on them. And then you come back and then she brings it up, you're like, oh, so now you're weaponizing my past. It's your present. You're still there. It's your present. Oh, no, when do I share? Guys, if it was too personal. It was 10 years before I met him. I had an abortion. Hey, Baba. Yeah, Bob. I know this lady got married. Amazing person, amazing husband. Well, the husband was my mate, and they were trying to have a baby, couldn't go. So they went to specialist. Eventually, the one specialist, because they married, full disclosure while we're sitting in the room, it's like, look, I think it's because you guys have had too many abortions. That's why you guys are struggling to fall pregnant. And that's what was said. The guy is sitting there looking at his wife, like, when the fuck did we have an abortion? Only to find out in her past life, that's all she did. All she did. Again, these things will come out. Guys, I've been the chairperson of the Lying Foundation. I have been the CEO of Omissions and Hiding of Truth. I know this. The truth will come out. It will come out in a month, in a year, in 10 years. It will find its way out. Or did you were doing this shit for how many years? And it came out. Did he did the stuff with Cassie Swabantu? It came out. These things will come out. They will come out. You might as well be in control of it, because the last thing that you want is when I'm Cheetah sitting there with your lady and one of your friends come through and he just says, hey, isn't that chick that we were chilling with in Cape Town 2 years ago? He's having an honest conversation. Your girl's like, oh, but you said you've never been in Cape Town. What are you doing there with what's happening? The truth comes out just in your pocho. Now you're in trouble. Now the whole relationship. Things that you were meant to do from get-go, and then realize, is this person for me? Is this person not for me? I speak to Amachit and ladies, take that walk, go for a coffee, go for a hike, get to know the person. And then from there, go out to have drinks and invite her friends and look at her friends. What type of friends are her? Again, birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. So if you go there and you're checking her friends and her friends are there getting bottles from guys and this and this and this, then you go red flag. And her friends are disappearing without you, go red flag. And you're watching how she's managing that situation. And if she's also like, you're like, okay, birds of a feather. During the day, you're like this, with vampire. Then you know, so chances are this person is not going to be open and honest. Or she says during the walk, hey, at night, I love myself a groove. I love it. Okay, you open, you're honest. Is this the type of person? Do you want to change? Are you going through things? How often do you do it? Let's have this discussion. I'm actually getting out of that phase. What are the mistakes? Are you over it? Conversation. Open and honest conversation, and then you process it. Very simple. 1, open and honest conversation. 2, process what you are being told. 3, fix the debt. Fix the this. Fix the that. 4, heal. Heal, guys. We're a generation full of trauma. We're a generation that is carrying so much weight because we've never been open and honest about that. and our negative behaviors. We carry so much baggage because we've never processed it. We carry so much because we've never fixed it. We've never healed from it. And if we can just do those 4 steps, anyway, guys, let me know what you think about that interview on Metro FM with Andy Lenofei, just about being open and honest. And it doesn't matter, again, you might think it's small, she might think it's huge. So just disclose, bro. Disclose. Don't wait for her to ask questions. If you think it might be, say. If you are, say. Say. Give her the power, give her control to make the decision of saying, I want to stay in this relationship, yes or no. But anyway, comment, just let me know what you think. Share this video far and wide if you think anyone will benefit from it, guys. Nyantsana for real. Thank you to all the subscribers. We're nearly on 16th hour, which is like freaking amazing. Thanks to all the paying members. I appreciate that. Very, very humbled, as I always say, and I don't think it'll ever stop. But yeah, man, guys, have yourselves a fantastic day and get Nyantsana for reals.